Berlin, November 1923. The smell of fresh bread drifts from a bakery. A mother grips her child's hand and clutches a basket filled with billions of marks. She steps inside, heart pounding. That morning, a loaf cost 200 million. Now, only hours later, the sign reads 1 billion. She panics. Will she have enough? The baker shrugs. By tonight, it will be double again. This wasn't just her nightmare. It was Germany's. How did Germany reach this breaking point? Just 4 years earlier, in June 1919, the Treaty of Versailles demanded 132 billion gold marks in reparations, about $442 billion today. The Allies insisted payments come, not in flimsy paper, but in gold, coal, and foreign currency. By 1921, the London schedule locked the burden. 2 billion marks annually, plus 26% of exports. It was like chaining a drowning man with weights. And when Germany began to sink, France and Belgium occupied the Ruhr Valley in January 1923, seizing its coal and steel. Strikes spread. Factories sat idle. Yet mouths still had to be fed. Berlin's solution? Print. The presses thundered day and night, spitting out marks faster than they could be counted. At first it seemed clever. Wages were paid, protests eased. But in the shadows, danger grew. Every sheet of new money hollowed out the value of the mark. Few noticed. In January 1922, $1 cost 493 marks. By Christmas, 7,400 marks. The fever was spreading. By early 1923, daily life was surreal. Families were paid twice a day, rushing to spend wages before sunset. Housewives used bundles of notes as firewood, cheaper than coal. Children built towers from stacks of marks. And then the stories. A man left a basket of bills outside a shop. When he returned, the basket was gone. The cash lay dumped on the street. The basket was worth more than the money. By September 1923, panic replaced patience. A US dollar cost 98 million marks. By November, 4.2 trillion marks. Bread? 200 billion marks a loaf. On November 15th of that same year, the government introduced the Rentenmark. 1 Rentenmark equaled 1 trillion old marks, backed not by gold, but by mortgages on land and industry. It worked. Prices stabilized. But for millions, savings were erased forever. Germany's nightmare was not unique. Hungary, 1946. Zimbabwe, 2008. Venezuela, today. Different nations, same pattern. Print too much money, and it becomes worthless. And here's where the story gets uncomfortably close to home. In just the past few years, the United States injected trillions of dollars into the economy. By some estimates, nearly 20% of all US dollars in circulation today were created since 2020. At first, it helped. Stimulus checks arrived, markets steadied, businesses survived. But then came sharp price increases at the pump, at the store, in everyday life. America is not Weimar Germany. But the principle is the same. When money creation runs faster than real value, people eventually pay the price. The Bible warns in 1 Timothy 6:10, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." Not money itself, but obsession with it. In Weimar Germany, leaders chased quick fixes, and a nation's wealth evaporated. Today, the temptation is still there. To trust paper promises over lasting values. Faith reminds us that money is fleeting, but wisdom, truth, and character endure. The story of when bread cost billions isn't just about the past. It's about choices, nations, and people still face today. History whispers. Will we listen? Subscribe to Money's Forgotten Tales for more stories that reveal how the past shapes our future. Because every choice we make has lasting consequences, for good or evil.